Hello YouTube, this is Morgan Airspeed Prime here with my next Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2012 Nickelodeon show episode review. This one's going to be for Season 2, Episode 18, Pizza Face, and wow, this was just about an episode. And really I feel like going into this one that if you've seen all of my Turtles videos up to now, you should know how I feel about this episode. So please let me know in the comments if what I'm about to say is completely in line with what you thought I was going to say. But anyway, this episode 18, yeah, it's about Zombie Pizza Maker. Yeah, it just had zero plot to it. Even treating it as a non-plot focused episode, it didn't do anything for any of the characters. It was just an episode to be an episode. To me, I would actually call this a filler episode. This is completely a filler episode, and I really don't like using that term, and my definition of filler is so specific that not many things actually fall into it. But this is completely a filler episode. This does nothing for any of the characters. Even Michelangelo, who's the complete focus of the episode, got nothing out of it because of the mind wipe at the end of the episode. With everyone that is involved forgetting everything except Michelangelo, apparently. But even that was kind of like, wait, everyone else forgot it. Why did Michelangelo wake up and so they think that it was a dream and remember? It's just this confusing thing. But anyway, the biggest problem with this episode is simply that this episode was placed at this point in time. We still have not gotten a resolution for, April reunited with her father. He's now a human again. How have we not got anything more on that relationship now since that happened? That is, in my mind, it's a pretty big crime that this show has done that. And it does it with nearly every important thing going on in the show, that it sets something up and it doesn't come back to it until a few episodes later, when it should be the focus of the next episode. I don't know how this show is really planned out. I haven't focused a lot on the behind the scenes stuff, but season planning on this show just seems really, really weird. To me, you compare it to the other big show on Nickelodeon, Legend of Korra. People say that almost needs more episodes because it's so focused. But I much prefer that to the way this show is doing, where it has twice as many episodes per season as Korra does. And it's doing so little with all those episodes. To me, this is the most gratuitous use of an episode I've ever seen in terms of just like an episode for the sake of it being an episode. I will say it was funny at points, but for me, the only like really funny moment was when Mikey was interrogating the pizza with the sunglasses on. I thought that was funny because it was really kind of referencing that style of getting information out of something, and they're playing it up for humor as opposed to like cruelty and stuff like that, and that was funny. But just in general, yet another mutant who is still around by the end of the episode. There's no like resolution. I know he's gone now. Pizza Face is just still a thing by the end of the episode. The show just can't seem to get a run of episodes going, and it's getting really frustrating now that I just become less and less excited to watch this show, just because why aren't you doing this? This is the obvious thing to do. Because as I said before, when this show is good, it is very good. Stuff like what happened with April and her father, that's really interesting. But they haven't addressed it since the very end of that episode, which should have been the focus of an episode now. April being revealed to basically be a mutant, that hasn't been addressed. That should be like a world-changing thing that she's found out she's a mutant, but she goes on like it's perfectly fine. She's in this episode at the start, but doesn't address the fact that her father is suddenly back or anything like that. So I'm seriously wondering, have they aired like a lot of these episodes completely out of order, or does this show literally not have any kind of logic with regards to plots occurring at like important times and stuff like that? But yeah, there was not a whole lot else really to the episode. It was just Mikey wants pizza. He makes a pizza, annoys the turtles, and then this pizza guy starts trying to like zombify people so he can eat them in calzone. The calzone joke was a little bit funny as well. I will admit that, but even even how the action scene came to an end made no sense, because the whole idea was that this was a pizza maker who was mutated uh, into a pizza basically, and he can basically make pizza just by using his special mutant power. And so the idea I think that they're going for was that he put his own cheese on these pizza, and then when people eat that, they were suddenly like under his control. Yet the whole plot around Mikey freeing himself was that he ate this cheese that was he was smashed up against the wall with, and didn't become a zombie, and actually that was the end of the fight. That made no sense, and it just kind of really was the kind of icing on the cake of like, this episode has no idea what it's doing. Um, but yeah, the show was animated well. There were some funny moments. It remains fun, but where is the plot? We're into now the last, what, 8 episodes of the season. Please say that all of the next 8 episodes are plot focused, because there's still a lot of stuff going on that they need to kind of focus on. There's so many villains out there. The turtles themselves individually need a lot of time. Mikey, who realistically is probably like the most underdeveloped turtle, had a whole episode to himself, and nothing happened with regards to like his character showing us a different side of him or anything like that. We need more time with that. We need more time with April. We need more time with Splinter, Shredder. Where's Karai been the last few episodes? I'm surprised I'm not seeing a lot more negativity about this show. I get that people like are enjoying it and stuff like that, but considering the amount of hate that Korra gets at times for being ambitious, for being a really good show, Turtles gets a surprisingly low amount of negativity for setting up some good stuff and then just completely failing to like really kind of go through on that. I still like this show. Just a few weeks ago I got season one, the complete season one on DVD. I'm going to continue to review these episodes. I just want this show to get better, because when it's good, as I said. But that's all I can say in this review. I hope the next episode is better. Really hope. And then again, I think the show is actually taking like a month break or something like that now, or a few weeks break off. And that is really just, killing the momentum of this show. You go to another break after just coming back from a break, and you end off on this episode. Wow, I don't know what's going on with Nickelodeon with regards to Turtles and Korra, but wow, they seem to just be kind of desperate to have these shows on the air, and I'm not sure, but yeah, that's been the review. Thanks for watching, and bye.